Okay. I know I promised us 12 p.m., but I couldn't come by 12 p.m. I was busy with some personal stuff, so I'm here right now. Like I said, the topic is Agwụ. The topic is Agwụ and how the universe sends us messages. That's what I want to discuss today. If you're joining me for the first time on TikTok, you're welcome. For the first time on Facebook, you're welcome. So, like I said, the topic is Agwụ and how the universe sends us messages. If you're joining this video, please do help by sharing it. It is good to share knowledge because knowledge is the true power. Knowledge is power. Knowledge is the true power. So help by sharing. And before I continue, like as usual, our ritual, I would like to reintroduce myself, my name, my phone number, and everything. For those people that will say you are chatting me in the other WhatsApp line, I do not have another WhatsApp line where I chat people. My WhatsApp line is 070-305-70506, and that is also my direct line to avoid had I known. So that when you want to be scammed, you know that you got scammed on your own. Good evening. Blessed day be in Kiruka. Good evening to you all. Or good evening or good afternoon. Sorry, my head is touching. Okay, let's talk about Agwụ. A whole lot have been said on Agwụ. I even talked about it last year. But I want to talk about it again because each time we get new knowledge from the universe. Each time you keep growing. If you're not growing, then you're not progressing. If you're not learning, learning is a continuous process. The only person that is not learning currently is someone 6 feet below. That's the only person that is not currently learning. As long as you are alive, you continue learning. No, you know, I can change our home. So, what is Agwụ? Now, most times we like to give an easy definition, which is because I know majority of our brothers are Christian and we want to liken Agwụ to the Holy Spirit because majority of us are Christians. Majority of Ndibo are Christians, so we would like to liken it. This is the closest thing they can relate to, but it's beyond that. Yes, you can still use Holy Spirit to define it as a spirit of knowledge, but it doesn't do justice to what Agwụ is. You know, when you see a new word or you're making research or you don't know about something or maybe you want to check someone up, what do? Maybe you go on Google, you type the person's name or you ask the question of what you're looking for on Google and Google brings out the answer to you. Jamal, good evening. And Google brings out this answer to you. Now, Google is like a database of knowledge from different people. Different people are writing. Thank you so much, ABO Kafo. Different people are writing different articles, different things from their knowledge, and they are posting it on Google. Now, the difference is that Agwụ is a database, but this is not a database where maybe different people are posting to. Some people who have mastered the arts, some people who know that they are one, that their consciousness is one with the universe, have mastered the art of posting in that database. Now, this is like a database of all knowledge. Now, when you talk about Agwụ, Agwụ is infinite knowledge, infinite wisdom. Knowledge, Agwụ. Something that you cannot exhaust. The knowledge that Agwụ holds is inexhaustible. Agwụ is beyond the definition we give it. It's a database of so many knowledge. Agwụ has a lot to do with Agwa. Agwụ has a lot to do with Agụ. Now, There is this saying in English that you cannot remove the spots on the leopard. And we all know that leopard is Agwụ. No matter what you do, the leopard does not change its spots. Now, the spots of, when you say, what are the characteristics of a leopard? You will say it has spots, or it does this, or it does that. Good afternoon, Paragon. It does this, or it does that. Hello, Udo. It does this, or it does that. Now, when you are talking about characteristics of a leopard, one of the first thing that comes to mind is the spots on its body. That spot over on our rear, we have our Agwụ. Or they will say, do not take the calmness of a leopard for its cowardice. Because that's a bubago na echago. These are characters, Agwụ. Agwụ well. That is why you hear things like this, because of the Agwụ that Agwụ has. And also, when you want to relate Agwụ in Igbo cosmology, the animal we mostly use is that Agwụ and Agwụ. That is a leopard and Agwụ. I think in my place you call it Ochuburu. That one that carries even a big bird. Greetings, Odogu Paul Agwụ. So Agwụ has to do with our character. That is why certain people behave in a certain way, and you're like, oh, the Agwụ na akpagi, Agwụ na akpahari oya, or something like that. When people behave in a certain way, you say, oh, the Agwụ na akpagi. So you made that statement. You said that thing because that person is already behaving in a certain way, which has to do with the Agwụ and the Agwụ that the person possesses. Agwụ also has to do with the sun. Agwụ, something that is deathless, a knowledge that is infinite. The symbol of Agwụ is like the infinity symbol. 8, horizontal 8, infinity. For those that doesn't know the symbol of infinity, horizontal 8. That is more like the symbol. Ori, a heavenly leopard. Okay, so you see that all is one. I didn't know this. Yoruba called the Ori a heavenly leopard. So Agwụ is a knowledge that is inexhaustible. Knowledge Agwụ. Knowledge Agwụ is as old as time, older than time. It's like a database that when you tap into it, you download new knowledge. There is more download than upload. You download new knowledge when you're able to tap into it. Now, some people are talking about Agwụ and all those things. Now, personally, I do not subscribe to Agwụ. You know, there's some people, when you want to say it in English, they will say installation. Because I know you only install apps that you do not have. If you have your chi and your chi is active, Agwụ is an integral part of your chi. Everybody has Agwụ, but there are levels to it. Graces, the nature. Just like we said that all fingers are not equal. Just like we all are not equal by gifts. Doesn't mean that the other person is less important. You're just serving another purpose and they're serving another purpose. And you're giving gifts according to your capacity, according to the tools that you need to serve. Just like a medical doctor needs the stethoscope, the sphygmomanometer and all those things. And a carpenter needs hammer and chisel. You can't say because a carpenter does not have stethoscope, they are not important. So you're gifted by Agwụ according to your ability, according to your capacity, according to what you can be able to carry as a person, according to the gifts that you have. So that being said, knowing that Agwụ is a database and it's not something you just install, because it's by default. It's like maybe you don't know about your you just getting to know about your body, and someone is telling you about your reproductive organ, and I'm telling you, and you are like, oh, reproductive. Oh, I just realized I have to install it, but it's in you. You're just not aware of it. They are not in tune with it. Well, I'm telling you about your circulatory system, and you're like, oh, my circulatory, oh, wow, I need to install it. These things are present in all of us in different volumes. You only install applications that you do not have. Thank you, Princess. Good afternoon, Tando. Greetings, Julie. You only install applications that you do not have. Now, there are different ways we can tap into Agwụ. There are different ways the universe sends messages to us, and all messages are coming from Agwụ. All messages are coming from Agwụ. Some of us, most of the time, you hear loud ringing in your ears. Loud ringing. Like maybe a radio, for some people it's like telephone. For some people it's like a radio. Maybe that you went off the frequency and you hear things like ooh, or a ringing sound. Just observe yourself. Maybe in a few days or few months or few weeks, you're going to feel that a new knowledge, you're going to notice you have a new knowledge you just downloaded. For some people, after the ringing, you might start hearing voices immediately. It depends on your growth. These are ways we receive messages. These are ways it happens for different people. Now, there are other ways it happens. There are smells, familiar smells. It can be foul smell. It can be attractive, aromatic smell, or something beautiful or something ugly. A smell that you're conversant with, that connects you with to something. That when you see it, that when you perceive this smell, you observe yourself. After a while, you're going to get the message of what this smell is all about. Sometimes it could be voices in your head. Sometimes it could come in form of animals to you. And you need to find out your relationship with this animal and the message it is trying to pass to you. Some people are able to hear animals speak. All this, it will always find a medium they are conversant with. Sometimes it might just be that you woke up and then you just bump into a Facebook post from nowhere, and it is something you've been worrying about, you've been thinking about, or a topic you really want to listen to. Just like you're listening to me now, some of you maybe you've been looking for this topic and you just bump into it. It's the universe passing a message to you. You just think of something and you just come online and then you're seeing what you thought about everywhere. How is that possible? Sometimes you think it's about coincidences. Sometimes it's a place you've never been to and you're here, you're like, you know what is going to happen here. Or you're having a conversation with someone and you already know the next thing they are going to say to you. You already know what they are going to tell you. You already know what they are trying to say to you. Because you've already downloaded these messages in your database, from the database. It's already a part of your folder, a part of your file. And you also need to understand that you're a part of this database. There are different kinds of Agwụ. There are different types of Agwụ. You have Agwụ here, which is also, some people call it Agwụ Mkpọrọgwụ na Mkpaakwụkwọ, Agwụ Afịfịa. This Agwụ, the kind of people that have it are people that are into herbs. They are attracted to plants. They are able to listen to plants. They are able to hear plants speak. You see, someone has been looking for it. They're able to hear plants speak. They're able to understand the language that the plant is speaking. They're able to understand this knowledge. But someone that doesn't have it will never know what it's like to listen or to understand the interaction between this person or the relationship. But that's the kind of Agwụ. It's just like when you download a banking app The gaming app on your phone doesn't know what your banking app does for you or how you relate with the banking app. The banking app does not understand what the gaming app does for you. They are serving their individual purpose. You have Agwụ. These people, they're able to sing, compose songs, they're able to heal. As much as I'm not a music person, but there are certain music I listen to and I'm moved. I bumped into someone, I didn't even know him before. I only know that my sister plays this song, and whenever she plays this song, it's like I have this masquerade moves. I'm not even a good dancer. Agwụ on Facebook. I didn't even know he's the person that sang the song. He starts this song like with, I feel like the song was sung in a place where there is a cold breeze. Maybe like there is a river surrounded by forests. I think the song is Ekene Mekekelowa. Some of you might be conversant with this. Should I even call it a music or a song? I don't know. But whatever that is, it's superb for me. For someone like me that I didn't know that I want to play music. It's not something that I'm hungry for. But when I hear a nice one that moves my spirit, I'm moved to listen to it. And I want to hear it. Because it does something to me. Because the spirit, now it's not just about the song. For every song, there is a spirit behind it. And the spirit moves with the singer. For every music you hear, there is a spirit. There is an Agwụ behind it. And it moves with the person that is singing this song. That is why certain songs can heal you. And there are still songs that can make you, there are songs that can mind you. So every song has a spirit behind it. Just like I see certain people on Facebook, you say you're Eze, you say you're Eze, you're Dibia, you're this, Obalatule, but you move around, what you do is to copy people's posts, verbatim. You don't even give credit to them because it's their Agwụ at work. What are you doing with your own Agwụ? But you copy people's messages without giving them credit and you just paste it nonchalantly. And when someone is trying to correct you, you hear things like, this and that. But this is not your product. You don't have the Agwụ. Why are you taking the credit for another person's work? Do you know how many fastings that person had to do to be able to download that message? Do you know how many sacrifices they had to make to be able to download that message? Do you know where that message is meant to take that person? And then you post it without the person's knowledge. It's just like when someone writes something, maybe a novel, or a post, or writing on something, and you download it without giving you credit. Or someone did a copywriting. I used to do copywriting on Facebook. I've used it on my former account. I've had so many accounts that went down on Facebook. And I used it to get a job to write adverts. Imagine someone copied my post. That person will get the job and I'll be there suffering. I'm like, all my gifts, they're not working for me. But no, someone somewhere stole it, posted it, and is using it to make money. And I'm relegated to the background. When this is something, for some of you that read the Bible will tell you that the gifts of a man will make it way for him or her. And then you take someone else's gift and you post it and you're so comfortable. And you know that this is not your Agwụ. And you post it and you're okay doing that because you can do it. Because we live in a lawless country where nobody will arrest you. Or maybe the owner of this article is not capable of arresting you because they do not have the connection or the money to drag you around. That is why you do it. And you don't think of other things that might come up. Even when you see rituals online, certain rituals, the spirit backing it is the Agwụ behind the person that posted it. And if you do not even believe in that person in the first place, it's never going to work for you. Or another person might copy it and post it and it's not going to work that way because it has left the source. But just maybe if you tag this person, it might just work out for those that are using it. Because this person has stamped their offer or Agwụ on it before posting it. But no, you copy it because you can copy it, because you can post anything you like, because you can copy anything from anywhere and you post it and it's fine. It's totally okay. And you know this is not your Agwụ. We have Agwụ mmiri, mostly for water people, those that are able to hold the rain, control the rain. We have Agwụ for those who know Agwụ. Now also know that one person can possess 2 or 3 of this, or even more. Some people are multi-talented. When they do things, you wonder, how are they able to do this? And they move to the other side, it's as if, oh, this is your specialty. And the person is in another place and you're like, oh, this is your specialty. But this person is multi-talented. This person has multiple gifts, multiple talents as a result of the Agwụ that they possess, the knowledge that they possess. The spirits can also speak to you through people. I remember crossing the road sometime in 2018, and there was this woman, Lagos Road, somewhere at Elasa. I was coming this way. I was coming from Lut. She was coming in the opposite direction. I was coming this way, and we were going to cross the road. I was crossing over to the side where she is, and she was crossing over to my side. And this woman, the funny thing is, she just, in the middle of the road, these were her exact words in Yoruba land. You get a message and you keep quiet. She was saying it, and I was interested. Now, what happened? I crossed, and then I turned to look at my attacker. This person attacking me from nowhere, and she was nowhere to be found. Spirits can actually manifest themselves to you in flesh, pass their message, and then you don't see them anymore. Things are happening. Machines also for your saying Owadio Mirimios. Truly Owadio Mirimios. You hear stories and you don't even know how it happened. And you're still looking for scientific explanation. There are certain things that science cannot explain. Even science itself is certain aspects of spirituality explained. Just like when you mix certain liquids together and they give you smoke, you didn't hit it on fire. It's spirituality explained. Some people do it. For every scientific experiment or science explained, that's a spiritual code hacked. So you will know. Just like this phone, you're seeing me and I'm seeing you. Okay, I'm not seeing you, but when we are doing video call, you will see me. People use water to do scrying. We're able to use water. You view people's life. The only different thing is that they might not be able to see you. But people who have mastered the arts can be able to talk to their fellow Tibias in a far location, just using water. And they're able to communicate with spirits. Yes, chemical reactions, that's what we call it in science. So there's a whole lot of Agwụ. And there are so many ways to tap into it. All the animals moving by air, these are spirits of Agwụ. All of them. Even the dog has it. That's why most times when you see the dog, it's about your Agwụ trying to get your attention on something. Because a dog is able to sniff out things. Agwụ is able to sniff out things. A dog sees spirits. You know, when you buy a dog, the dog is coming close to you. It's your friend. He knows your smell. When you pass, they know. When another person comes in, they know. That is why when they sense a new presence, they know everybody around. That's why when you come into a compound you're not used to, and a dog is in there, that dog is going to back at you. You may say mistake where was or choge. Oh, I was correct. This person is suspicious. Let me catch this person for my master. Yes, exactly. Science is actually a tiny bit of spirituality included. Yes. That is why they use dogs to sniff out drugs. How do they do it? Something you cannot sniff by yourself. Dogs sniff it out. That is why dog will likely not eat a poisoned food. Because when it is poisoned, they will know. They behave like human beings. They can be that way. They see a lot. If a dog decides to talk to you, it's a that is why some people do crazy things like taking the anti-aya, that mucus coming out from the eyes of a dog in the morning, and they put it in their own eyes to be able to see. But most times at the end of the day, they end up seeing rubbish. Useless things. Things you cannot even use to better your life or the life of others around you. You end up seeing if now what's I say, if you try if where you see, if but when you're tapping from, because you and that dog, you're not vibrating at the same frequency. If you and that dog is vibrating at the same frequency, that dog should be a human being like you. There is a reason. That dog is like in 2D, 3D, it's so. But when you're growing, you should be in 4D, 5D. So you're not even vibrating at the same frequency in the first place. There are certain things you don't force. A whole lot of people, you said you have Agwụ, even cockroach you are not seeing. But you end up, somebody comes, you're only seeing their pants and their bra, the color of their pants and their bra. Or you cannot even, or you see their problem, or you cannot even see the solution to the problem. You're only seeing rubbish. Most people have the gifts. They are seeing. Nobody's on fire. It is their Agwụ. Most people can hear. Nobody's on fancy. It is their Agwụ. But it's a natural thing. Nobody did it for me. Those shells were given to me in my visions. And just one day, I didn't even have anything in mind. I just love picking shells for the love of shells. I was still going to church and I spread these shells and flashes of images were just all over the place. Voices all over the place. So when people say things like Heather Safa or do, I become confused. I'm like, maybe I'm from a different world. We are all gifted differently. Why don't you be content? Why don't you be content with the knowledge that you have? And make do with what you have. Don't try to be like everyone else. You're different. When you come to medicine, you have pediatrician, you have gynecologist, you have cardiologist, you have different doctors for different fields. But first of all, they are general practitioners before they choose a particular field of specialty. So even as an certain things, there are certain things I say, and I will tell the person, it's not me, not be me go do this work for you. Find someone to do it for you. It's not in my portfolio. That is just it. You just need to maintain your lane. I'm not saying you shouldn't learn from others. It is good to learn from others. Now, Agwụ can also talk to you through someone. Something you're not expecting. The person is saying something else and you're receiving another message altogether. And this person talking to you doesn't even know what they are doing. They don't even know that you are not even with them again. You're at another level with what they are saying. That what they're saying, their voices is shooting you to another level, to another realm, to another place of knowledge, to another place of understanding. Now, some people are not able to control it. That is why they say naira. These are the people they are not able to control it. They are not able to control the information. There are some mad people. We see them as mad people anyway. No. I'm talking about organic madness. Not those ones that got their madness from crack or, You see them, they are fighting spirits. They are doing different things. Sometimes I give out instruction. Go out there, give something to a mad person. And I tell you to look carefully, not someone that got mad out of smoking pot or sniffing something different from what others are sniffing. And you see things. I once got a message to go give something to a mad person. First time I got that message, I went out there. I was scared. But what the guy come on and tell me where he no woman. Maybe they were really seeing the spirit in me and they realizing now not of WhatsApp group come on this lady no. Let me follow her. Maybe that's why they like to follow me. Because if I see a mad person, I start feeling insecure. If I'm on this side of the road, I try to cross over. I don't want to pass because they always find a way to pull me or do something. I remember when I was writing WAEC, there's these people at the Tudo Street in Enugu, those that are conversants. And when they want to go this thing, they are selling drinks, all these beer, minerals, all those things. They sell them. Those boys there, if I'm passing, they'll be doing I don't used to talk to them. They'll be trying to call me. And I wouldn't want to talk to them because if there's anything I have A1, snobbing. I just do not want to talk to anybody. I'm this loner. I like to keep to myself. Even before now. And even got worse with my gifts, I like to keep to myself. So, on this particular day, I was going to school. I had an exam. I was going to school. And there was this crazy woman, this mad woman. She was just there by the roadside. When I saw her, I crossed over. When I was coming back in the evening, she was still displaying around there. And I wanted to cross, and I saw two guys and a lady. They were passing and said, okay, hey, these people, let me use their shadow. Can Sorufa wear gafe? Since they are much, she cannot attack all of us, So I decided to follow them. I followed these people and getting to there were two girls that passed. I think I had their lot back. They were with their tray. I said, oh mama, who has their lot back? So I was like, okay, we are 4. 2 guys, a lady, and I just joined them. So I'm like, there's no way she's going to attack all of us. Do you know that this woman left these people? None came. Told them now, I left my school bag, I ran. Do for my school for Sunday Modapo. I ran Njirokum when a bell, open the room nisi. I went home, I was panicking, I was shaking. Hey, what if I was panicking. You see, can't maybe by then she would have been off. Let me go and collect my school bag because I have an exam the next day. When I went to collect my school bag, those guys that used to do, they were the one that picked my school bag and sandals. When I came, they noticed when I came, they were like, it was embarrassing. They're like, oh, we just said it's like, let's say good afternoon. So, yeah, connection, mother, I'm not working until you finish your rabbits. Hey, they insult me, but they shall give me my bag. So, I mean, this thing in them, but these days I'm not scared of them anymore. I just try to tune up and I just pass. And each time I pass, I'm like, oh, congratulations, we passed this one. And you find out that a whole lot of people you think they are crazy are not even crazy. And you find out that we that pretend to be normal, we are the ones that are abnormal. There is this mad woman at Topland, Moses Obodo Junction. She's short and on low cut. Maybe everybody know where is. If you are not the way people are littering that place, the way people are throwing plastics and nylon, she will use broom, she will sweep that place, sweep the gutter. That gutter is always clean because of her. That's a mad woman. When I see them, I've never gone to clean that gutter. That is Obon you see the Kumu and myself. But that woman cleans that gutter. Oh, clean it. Maybe she does it by herself. I don't know. But I noticed that most of the time after her cleaning, someone comes to burn it. Either she's the one burning it or someone who sees what she's doing comes to burn it. I've not seen her lighting it. That's why I'm not sure who is burning it, whether it is her or someone else. But one thing I'm certain about is that this woman cleans that gutter. This supposed mad woman cleans that gutter, sweeps that environs of Topland Moses Obodo and cleans the gutter. That's what she does. And on Emia, on our bamba. On our bamba, where do say the air, she will just be packing it, she'll be sweeping on her back, she'll be sweeping. And see her scolding. She knows it's wrong to do that. Sometimes if you're packing an email or a badge, who knows? Maybe she was called and she refused to do her job. At a point she couldn't control the Agwụ. She entered streets and now she's punished with keeping it clean. I also know another one at Inya, where I normally go for my walks, called Oyenso. That one camped under there. He cleans that place. He clears the bush path that leads into the water. If you refuse to serve as Oishi Demma, you will serve as Oishi Aderamba. That one I met in Gariki, but I gave something. You know what he did? That one, I gave him money. Think 200 naira notes. He said, he went off. I was trying to cross the road. Because I'm not money I met go. He came back. I thought I was done with him. He came back, he turned the 200 naira note into two, gave me one and told me I will keep this one. You know the next thing he said? My exam 10 naira. What is 10 naira? So when I give 200, give him 10. Ihe na-eme ka ọma. Ihe na-eme ya ka ọmaro. Give him 10 naira. He said, "You want 10 naira? I said 20 naira, 15 governor ji na ya obere governor ji." I looked into my bag. I saw it's like either 20 naira or 15 naira I gave him. He now started talking to me. That was when I was still a kind of a bit trying to not do my job. I didn't want to do this. I said, I was with my sister. Because I had to borrow her mora. I told her to follow me, that I might not be able to meet this smart person. Like, I don't have the liver. What if he grabs me and start kissing me? I don't know. Like, I had so many crazy thoughts going on in my head. So she came with me. We were together. She was asking us, Oye, go wow, or school. Ogoro school, or them, I see Amba. Oye, is school, Reba, or never, them, or Simba. What did I get from all of this? I was pondering. After he started writing some quotes, I was pondering, what is this? So this more like I was sent to do something and I'm doing something else. I'm not actually doing what I was asked to do. I'm actually living on grace and I'm not doing my job. Like the resources given to me to achieve a particular result, I'm wasting it. And that's not good. And I took my decision. And that was it. They pass messages. It's either you serve willingly or you serve by force. Maybe if I was still arguing by now, maybe I would have been in the streets. And some people would be like, hey, nobody's fine girl. Hey, Yahoo boys don't use them. Hey, they don't use this one. They don't use them. They don't use in Destiny. Hey, fine girl. There's somebody who will post it on Facebook that will say, hey, because of iPhone, see this one, iPhone. See this one. One Mercedes, Benz. And nobody will hear my story. Nobody will know that this is what happened. Nobody will know that I brought it on myself. Nobody will know it's not any Yahoo boy using me. Nobody will know it's about my contracts. You know, we are all quick to jump into conclusion. We are all quick to judge people. That's what they will be saying. They don't use that. They don't use that. So, in conclusion, find out where your gift lies. Like I said, there are so many ways the universe talks to us. Even through number codes. Sometimes you pick up your phone, you're seeing 1010, you're seeing 1111, you're seeing 2323, you're seeing 2222, you're seeing 1234, you're seeing different things, you're seeing 0000. The universe, you're seeing a recurring number, a recurring code. Everywhere you look, you're seeing this number. That is the universe telling you something. One of these days, I'll teach about these number codes and their meanings. Sometimes it can mean different things for different people, but I'll give the basic general meanings. You keep seeing these numbers and you don't know why. Some of them might even be numbers to play bets or Ludo or lottery, or you just need to maybe put them back in the right order. That is, they come in scattered forms, but they always have a message that they are passing. Good afternoon, confidence. There is always a message out there. But are you paying attention enough? Are you paying attention enough? Or are you interested in something else? Are you doing something else? Or are you paying the needed attention? No, I'm Miracle. I'm in Lagos. That is how you can see me. Or you can still consult over the phone if you're far away. We need to start paying attention. Some of us are not paying attention. You wake up and you remember your dream. At least do yourself a favor, write it down or record it somewhere. Maybe when it starts happening, you will know. But you remember it's that minutes, and later you will stop seeing it. I keep seeing repeating codes: 555, 444, 333, 1111. These are powerful numbers. These are powerful messages. But until the day I'll teach about numbers. Okay, we are in Enugu now. I'm not around. I'll be around by December, probably. Let's start paying attention to things, to everything. Those codes and messages. Some of them you can use to play bets, lottery. Some of them you just need to. Some of them you just have to. Some of them are not for bet, lotto. Some of them a message, passing a message to you on something you should do or not do, on somewhere you should look or not look, on something you should do away with or not do away with, on somewhere you should go or not go, on someone you should meet or not meet. But you need to pay attention enough to be able to decipher these codes. If you're not paying attention enough, you won't be able to. You will think it's just random numbers you're seeing. But these numbers, believe me, they are not random. Why are you even picking your phone at that time? You don't even need your phone for anything. But you pick up your phone and this is all you see: 17, 17, 18, 18, 19, 19. Or someone does a voice message to you. First one is maybe 42 seconds. Second one, 42 seconds. Okay. First one might just be first one. Second one, a coincidence, but not a third one. Third one, 42 seconds. And you're not asking yourself questions. Most of us are not observant. You're typing a message to me. I'm looking at the code coming with your message because I believe my messages are coming from everywhere. We are all connected. We are all part of the universe. We are all linked up. We are all part of the bigger pictures. It's more like you're an atom of a bigger element. You're taking part, papi, in this reaction happening. You are an aspect of the universe experiencing a consciousness, experiencing a vibration, experiencing on another frequency, experiencing something else. You are not different from the stones you are stepping on. You're not different from the sands. You are not different. You are just aware of your existence. And if you are to become a stone tomorrow or gravel, you would also be aware of your existence, of what you are. You are a manifestation. When you see the mountain, that's a part of the universe manifesting itself. Oh, I'm this big. You are what you see in the mirror. What if that mountain you're seeing is actually a flat land? But this is the manifestation it is giving to you. So have you asked yourself, what if you're not even existing? What if you're just someone's illusion? That is why you should understand that there is energy in everything. That is why certain elements are capable of removing toxins from your system. Why are they doing that? They know their job. They are doing their job. That is why certain plants are carnivorous. They are aware that they feed on flesh and blood. They are aware. Herbivorous organisms are we? They are aware of who they are. But for you, maybe they're just plants. But to people that are able to vibrate and know what they're talking about, they're here. And that is the gift of Agwụ. That's knowledge. That's database. That's where the messages come from. For you to be able to hear the plants, that is Agwụ. You're able to hear the language. Otherwise, without it, you cannot hear that language. Because it's a spiritual code. Sometimes you're sleeping, you're speaking a language that the person next to you does not even understand. And when you wake up, you're being asked to speak this language again. You're not able to. That's ancient language. This Igbo we are speaking is new. If you are to bring the ancient one, you and I might not be able to do this. This one is new. That's not the way we used to write. If they are to bring the ancient writings and languages, you'll be shocked that you and I, we are Olodos. We don't know anything. And that is someone's Agwụ to actually do it. We have Agwụ. These people are into technology. They come up with different technologies. Agwụ also. They come up with it. And it's simply wonderful. It is something else. And you're wondering how come? How? That is their Agwụ. That is how they can. And they do it effortlessly. Why don't you find your own means and work on it? Don't be a copycat. Don't copy someone else. Be original. When you keep copying people, it shows you are an imitation. You are fake. Copying people, that's you simply saying, I'm fake. I'm an imitation. I'm not original. That's exactly what you're saying. Limiting yourself, limiting your abilities because you want to copy people. Because you want to be someone else. Because you're trying to be someone else. Odogu Charles, well done. Because you want to be someone else. Let's be original. Let's know our Agwụ. Let's tap into it. Let's stop trying to be a photocopy. Let's stop trying to be an imitation. I'm sure when you want to buy something in the market, you want to buy original. You don't want fake. You don't want to buy Abibas. You want to buy Adidas. You don't want to buy Ineka. You want to buy Nike. You don't want to buy Gucci. You want to buy Gucci. Come on. It's about being original. The original would always be there. Engineer Umeoji Odogu, how will you know your Agwụ? I already explained that in the beginning of this video. You would know by your abilities. You would know by the things you are capable of doing. Some people are able to write, tell stories. That is their Agwụ. They'll tell the stories of others. Some people write stories and they don't know they're actually writing people's life stories. People that don't know they actually exist. You're writing their experiences. That is your Agwụ. You're telling their stories. Stories they are not able to tell. You're telling it for them. You're not just writing a story if you're a writer. You're writing someone else's experience. Engineer, you can check out this video. It will be on YouTube by midnight. It should be on YouTube. Or you check on Facebook, it's there currently. Because I know once I get up on TikTok, the video is not going to save. You won't be able to view it anymore. So let's all tap into what we have and who we are and appreciate ourselves for who we are. Love yourself. Stop trying to be someone else. Stop trying to fit in. Agwụ elo size. Governor Chekwas, dalo. Agwụ elo size. Onye ọbụla nwere ebe. Everybody has somewhere they fit in. Nobody is useless in this world. We all have. It's all a collective effort. Nobody is useless. I can't say my hands is useless because I only use my legs to walk. How about I finish using my leg to walk and I get to where I will do something? What do I do? Then I remember, oh, my hands, I need them to do this job. Everything is important. I'll be stopping here. If you're just joining, you can play the video from the beginning. You can play it from the beginning and get everything that we discussed. I'll be stopping here. You all have a wonderful day. Maybe next time I'll be talking about number codes. Maybe next time. If the Agwụ comes up, if I download enough information to be able to talk about it this way. And that is why I talk about Agwụ. Sometimes I finish my video and I watch it again because I'm going to learn something new from. I'm the one speaking. Most of the times I'm not the one speaking. I watch it all over again to see what I can grab for myself. My phone number is there on my profile, Norma Miracle. Okay, Queen? My phone number is there on my profile. Good afternoon, Amurat. So sometimes I just have to watch it over again and learn something else. And that is just it. And then I can't even believe I'm learning something else from, and I'm like, who is this person speaking? And what is that? That is Agwụ. Sometimes you wake up with a new knowledge and you're wondering, how did I even get to know this? Hello, my dear, you just downloaded from that database. You don't read it from books. You download a whole new knowledge. You're welcome, Paul. A whole new knowledge. And you're wondering, when did I know this? How did I learn this? My father not give us him that he has not seen who is teaching me or who is teaching me, because I grew up in a Christian home. So until the phone I could see me, okay. Don't worry, one day I have here. Who is teaching me? But I learn in so many ways. I will speak in so many ways. The knowledge comes in so many ways. I could be talking to you and I download a new knowledge because of something you said. And that word you said that made me download a new knowledge. It's like a code, a password to that knowledge that I need to download. It's like a password. You know, you download some PDF file and you're not able to open it to see what's inside except you have the password of the writer. And maybe that password I needed was in that conversation I had with you. And then I unlock this PDF. And then I start reading a whole new knowledge. I just have a whole new knowledge from nowhere. Now you know that knowledge is from somewhere. It's something natural. That is Agwụ. Some people create arts. And when you look at this, the artwork they created, you feel inspired. Greetings, Choka. You feel inspired. But did you think about it? No, this person thought about it and was scribbling his thoughts with colors and paintings, with drawings. And when you see it, you're inspired. It passes a message to you. And that single drawing is passing a different message to me. It's passing a different message to A, a different message to B. Because it's unlocking us in different ways. And this is a tool. That is the way it is. And you wonder why I need your pictures. Maybe when I'm running after, you're not there. Because when I look at you, something is unlocked about you. And sometimes someone will send a picture and they are wearing glasses or, oh, sorry, I need eye contact. Because this eye is like a window into your soul. Have you wondered as a woman or as a man, this woman you admire looks into your eyes, or maybe even a woman or man you do not admire, they look into your eyes and maybe you fidget, or maybe you fall in love, or maybe you feel this spark, or maybe you feel somehow because they were able to tap into your soul by looking into your eyes. The eyes is a window to our souls. It's a window to our spirits. And how are you even able to tap into this? It's still Agwụ. So I'll stop here. My videos are becoming too long. And when it becomes too long, I know we are all very busy people. So I'm going to end it. You all have a wonderful day. As many of you that joined this video, I speak into your life. May you be filled with infinite knowledge and wisdom. May the universe continue to bless you. May the universe continue to replenish you. May the universe continue to shower you with wisdom to live. With the right knowledge for every situation. You are not going to drown. You will excel. You will always pull through. So you shouldn't be lacking in knowledge and wisdom. May we all excel in all our endeavors. Some people even have Agwụ for business. Anything they put their hands into ornaments. The business is not moving, they put their hand into start moving. That is their Agwụ. Business. That is their Agwụ. It's wide. It's beyond what we think we know. That knowledge is inexhaustible. Nobody has seen the depths. Nobody has seen the heights. Nobody has seen the breadth, the width, the length. Nobody has seen it all. We are all experiencing different aspects of it. That you have Agwụ here or Agwụ here does not mean you know all the plants. Does not mean you know it all. I do not know it all. There are certain things I hear and it is a new knowledge to me. You don't know it all. It's very deep, very high. You can only make do with what you have and seek for more. Because knowledge is the true power. That is knowledge. I'll be ending it. You all have a wonderful day.